Alright guys, welcome back for some more streaming. Today we're going to have a crack at Disco Elysium. If you were astute, if you followed the channel, which is only 2 of you, you will have seen my go live notification for Guacamole, which unfortunately wasn't recording. It was having a black screen on OBS, so I couldn't do the stream on that game. I've got a nice little recorded session of a black screen with the game sounds and me talking. Anyway, we are going to play Disco Elysium instead. A game that I bought a couple of weeks ago while it was on sale on the Steam store. And played it for a little bit just to see how it goes. And have been looking for a time to be able to slot some gameplay in. So, hold on a sec, I better just go back to the chat so that I can see if anyone's coming on. Yeah, I had a look in the menus for Disco Elysium to try and see. There's a Twitch integration for it, but it's asking me to get a key, and I tried to do the Twitch extension for Disco Elysium Companion, but it's not giving me a key for some reason. So I don't know. I don't have enough. Maybe it's because I don't have any followers. You know, I don't have enough viewers to make it a thing to use it anyway, because there's only usually a couple of you watching, so we can just do it through chat. Yeah, so let's just jump right in. Start a new game. See, this is where Twitch integration would be cool, because you guys can select what we're going to do. So we're going to do thinker, sensitive, or physical. I'm not going to create my own. So if you want to create your own, then you'll have to do it on your channel. Okay, I've got the chat running. There's no one watching the stream yet, so I might just have to choose my own. There was thinker, extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality but unstable. Ooh, that sounds fun. Physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done but dumb as a rock. That could help out with the first little section. For motorics, how well you move your body. How well your body is built, physique, psyche. Why is it all 0 though? Inland Empire. Has 5 psyche, 4 physical, 2 motorics, 1 intellect. So do we want to play as a buff, dumb dude, a sensitive, emotionally connecting character, or a thinker who doesn't talk to people very well? I'm thinking sensitive. Alright, let's just have a go at sensitive. If anyone wants to change it later, we can come back and restart. Just my neck and I'm in it. Please no, change my mind, take me back to the fathomless, disembody nothing. No, I'm not scared, I'm a champion.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Someone's trying to murder the rest of me. Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth? Okay, but I'm a bit scared now, let's get back to the dark. Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own
A fiery
mouth?
streak penetrates your skull,
Ow.
trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Uh-oh. Ouch. So, here we are in Disco Elysium. He's holding his head. What's this?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. What do you mean? Assess the damage. How would you do that? What are you even trying to do?
Oh, we failed that check.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Okay, thank you. Alcohol. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Looks like someone tore the tape out while this song was playing. There was probably a problem with the song, I guess. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Dude, what'd you break it for? So let's get some pants. Oh, he's wearing them, cool.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Yay!
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Right, because the door was locked, I think. And then my headache suddenly disappeared.
Hello, officer.
Officer?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Officer? Am I military personnel?
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Then why did you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
You are pooing me. Goddamn right, I'm a policeman. Don't you forget it, okay?
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been
All
here
this
for
time?
3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is
Couldn't
that?
say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Let's try this. I tried this in my first playthrough and it didn't work.
The words have already
And
left
failure.
your mouth.
I want to have you.
What was
Like,
that?
maybe you just meant to always
That's not
fail
even
that.
how words are used. What did you say? Come on. Say it again.
No, I don't want to.
Come on, man. Freddie, please.
Don't back down now. Say what you said again. Proudly.
Nope, find
I'm
someone else to laugh
sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
at. We already failed the
She
first
looks
check.
back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Bye. Cigarette. She left a stub in the ashtray. Cool. The calendar says March. The year is 51. Do I have to wear a shirt? Is it going to tell me to put the shirt on eventually? The weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trump Le Monde. Let's go downstairs shirtless. And by the way, guys, oh sorry, I'm in a cutscene. The face. Forgot to do his face. Let's just go here. There's a mirror in the bathroom. Open the door. Double click to run. What's this? You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Well
Hot
done.
water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
So we could wipe the mirror and have a look, or say, no, I'm not doing this?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
So I'm just going to continue with this. No way, I'm not doing this. I think it's interesting that it lets you have no face. What's the difference between the pink dot and the blue dot? What does it say? Summer door closed for winter. A big old karaoke mic. And this is where the lyrics would be. The speaker is connected to the radio. Music is seasoned with static.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me. Let's look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Something tells me you don't
Oh
like me.
no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What did I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Oh my god, I did all those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Are you the bartender, Elysium?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
And where did Sylvie go?
She just, you know...
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now.
Alright, cool, thank you. Let's check out what we've got here. A large water cooler. Nosafed. The heck is Nosafed? The name has been wiped clean, only the word Monday is written on it. What was the tab? There's a dude here that I want to talk to. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. A man is sleeping at the table wearing a mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines encircled with a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Blister pack. Pick up
The man
pills.
does not mind.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Okay. Leave. Wait, what?
The worker is in a deep... Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from. into the primordial darkness.
Primordial darkness. Wake him up.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
I failed at waking him up as well. So far, so good, guys. We are killing it. What about this one? The sign reads, Mess Hall Reserve for Union members. Door opens at 4. This royal pinball machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Cryptozoologist. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting. Alright then.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this. But why?
Hold on, who is he to me? Shake his hand, don't shake his hand.
He is your half-brother.
He's my half-brother? Is that true? Better shake
Hello.
his hand then.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Here we go. Conceptualizing.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
It's so cool. It's very cool, but I won't come off like a douche if I call myself that. It's very cool, but maybe just a little bit too ostentatious. No way, I don't know.
Yes, well,
He doesn't even process what you said, he just moves on.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
Dead body? No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Nice.
If you need something
What a
for
nice
your headache,
guy.
there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine.
Morphine?
They won't have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
Morphine? That is not a good thing to be educating people. The morphine is not for a headache. Panadol. How can you be so sure? That's what we're supposed to do again. Let's get going
After
then.
you, officer.
Interview the cafe manager.
If you're about to
Take the body.
embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I
Losing
woke up.
your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant
Okay.
Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Yay. Go back and talk to this guy again.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
No.
He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
He turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
The lieutenant
You run
places
this place.
into his little notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. As I said, Detective Rafael Ambrosius Costo.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper and hands it to the
You said you
lieutenant.
just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Many of 3. He said he manages 3.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me?
Yes, Detective Cousteau. I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean do I have questions?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
The cafeteria manager is clearly agitated. Where is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How do we get there?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Apparently I made the hole in the fence.
I
Who
don't
killed
know
him?
who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Maybe. I don't
Suddenly
know.
you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard, the prey drive says.
Here we go. I really want some people to help me out with this. Did you kill him?
No, I didn't.
You can tell me, God. You
I
killed
didn't.
him, right?
I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Why did you have to kill him?
Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of kick out of killing him?
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Anyone? Have you killed someone else
He
then?
ignores you.
She went away because none of your business.
This is the second time you've
Oh
avoided
my
the subject.
God, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person. Certainly sounds like it.
Let's go.
Don't listen to the voices in your head.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Slip away. What is Rael?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounces the R with a mock aristocrat.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By Riel, do you mean some sort of street
No,
cred?
you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. so don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where do I get it from? Why do I need it? What if I don't have any?
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry.
Holy cow.
I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Dead serious. Why do I
For
need it?
survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me.
What if I don't
I'm not
have
an
any?
asshole.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
No, Kitsuragi, don't.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
What happened? You're under arrest. What
I'm
happened
sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I'll take my chances on the streets. Is there somewhere else?
You
I can
mean
stay?
somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezed most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Yes, well, stop
Good
talking
luck.
about it then. That's awesome.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marvel Hill.
Why did you say that?
These are just synapses firing. But they must have some meaning for me.
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
What's this? The Lonesome Long Way. Home? Lonesome Long Way Home? Temporary research bonus. Plus 1 encyclopedia. Factual memory returns. Research time 6 hours. Let's rewind. Let's trace drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest. If you fall over, get up, get off the asphalt 20 minutes, shuffle your feet through the courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the Great Raised Motor Tract, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in the North Gemrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. Alright, what does that do? Lonesome Way Home. What does internalizing stuff do? I don't know. Oh, because he's researching it, thinking about it? Okay. Oh, why is this back? Kitchen reserved. The door is bolted. A sign reads, Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Right. How come no one's saying anything about my shirt? I might as well go back to the room and get my shirt if no one cares. Let's go. There's a ginormous hole in the fence apparently. What did I do? How did I make a ginormous hole in the fence? Do I have a car? There's a kid here. The kid is throwing stuff. Oh, here's a yellow thing. Smells like spoiled meat and dairy. Dairy. A human being decomposes. Oi, kid.
Kuno's got this!
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno!
Yelled the other kid behind the fence.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick!
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
The boy is sweating. Hold on, what does that mean? Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene. Stop using slurs at my crime scene.
The kid is obviously high.
Wow. Stop getting high at my crime scene. Stop using slurs at my crime
Can't
scene.
talk, pig! Shit's coming up strong! Throwing rocks!
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
The hell, these kids are lost.
Kuno's riding at sea!
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Are you kids
The
siblings?
fuck are you talking about?
He throws another
He's
rock.
calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
I said your siblings, you moron.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
He juts his chin out. The body. What do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Pig's choking! He's totally choking!
Kim, help me out. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
What does that mean? Do you know how
Probably
he got up
climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
there? So you didn't see it happen?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Where's Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Have you seen anyone suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
Right, let's talk about something
You're
else.
testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
I want to discuss the body, about the crime scene. You kids often play in
Right,
this yard?
pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
I might have questions later.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Kuno sounds like something you call a rabid dog. So you refer to yourself in the third person? Kuno, is that some kind of gang name?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person.
He looks slightly
Illiterate.
confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the window overlooking the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno! Help!
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pig's in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinique. What is this sick charade? Who put you up to this? Are you high? Don't punch him, it's a bad idea. Physical instrument. Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help!
He prances around, eyes bulging out of their sockets, rolling hard, yelling at the windows.
Rolling super hard. He's having the time of his life. Total ecstasy. Fuck the pig.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
What is this sick charade?
No! Get up, Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
Contorted in hideous, uncontainable laughter.
No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno!
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
That's right. Well done, Kim.
Listen
well done.
to your friend.
The phlegm is yellowish and bubbling somehow. Great, thanks for that description. Did God put you up to this?
Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno!
Yeah, don't
Look.
mess about it.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Yes, how do I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought. How do you know that? You can't see inside my head.
It's good you said that. Here it is. Here we go. Kuno likes this.
Yes, no, I've changed my mind.
No. You pussied out again. Shouldn't have done that. Kuno's gonna pass you around like candy, fat boy. Pass your fat ass around. King Kuno!
Backing up was a bad idea. Now he thinks he's established
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're...
No, you're not. We can just leave.
What? You're going to be in this shit with Kuno. What?
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
The peepo-headed critter doesn't let him finish. Okay, bye. Kids. The kids' ladder is rickety but still climbable. Great. Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. Alright, let's check out the body.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
What is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
The lieutenant raises a piece of white linen to his nose.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Oh, here we go. Let go of your nose without throwing up. It's a legendary difficulty. And
the smell is
fail.
Repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Try to walk away. There's all the alcohol. I don't know if there's any food. Oh god, that's disgusting.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out. Burst by burst.
Yuck, that's disgusting.
Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
It's okay. Happens to everyone.
Yeah,
Keep it.
Drinking too much alcohol.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
But not you?
I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell. Unlike you.
Where do we get
There is
ammonia?
freight nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Ah. So we can't actually deal with the body until we...
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Listen, child, the smell is so bad that I threw up and I was wondering.
Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Okay.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Ugh, tough.
Don't be traumatizing her. Get the fuck out of here.
Holy cow, man.
I'll
Chill.
die before I squeal.
Hey,
What's
kid.
this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of her face.
I'll die before I squeal.
Converse with me.
Was the case they gave me. I'll die before I squeal.
You there
You
behind
don't
the
want to
fence?
fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're...
You can still see the top of her hat.
I'll die before I
Okay, bye. Annoying children.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a
The
trash
body is
container.
downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
What do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yes, I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
An extrasensory perception. Whatever is in there holds special significance. Nope, just a hunch. How do we get
We
the
could
lock
try
on it?
using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Well, that's what we're gonna do then. What does this do? What does this say? There's an R. The letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. Interesting. Click, 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 click. So now we've got to talk to the manager, and we also need to talk to this lady about ammonia or something. Let's talk to this kid.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container up back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a
Rhetoric.
little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Okay, bye. I've seen nothing that I want to talk about. To you. And what are we at? 50 minutes? Alright, let's check what's inside the bin.
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have the permission that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Open
The
it.
smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Okay. And?
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes, pick the rags, search the food waste. Ew.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
Ugh.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Alright, let's see what the rags
Among
are.
the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Ooh.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Ugh.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
A black plastic bag marked evidence. Okay.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is
No
missing.
belt.
That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them here. Do you think someone from the Welling gig might have been involved?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Let's search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge,
Yuck.
and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
What's a man's handwriting?
Officer, is that your Paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form.
A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone from the Welling threw it in the trash. I don't know, I'm boring. I'd rather not talk about it. I think someone threw it out.
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
Okay,
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
Mm-hmm.
The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Can I lock it?
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Goodo. Let's have a look at it. Items. Lieutenant's handkerchief. The handkerchief given to you by Kitsuragi. One corner is adorned with a lace and a tiny embroidered portiere. Interact. The damaged ledger. What does it say? Use interact button in the inventory to inspect the book. Eh?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Nice.
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not, though. It's toilet paper.
Smell. Perception smell. It's not. It's toilet paper. Do we want to take it off or leave it on? Let's leave it there. It's cool.
Cool toilet paper. I mean kitchen tissue.
Yeah.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board,
Why are we
biting
inspecting the
down on
clip?
the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the
The
aluminium.
surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Hey, Lieutenant, what's this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Adding information. What kind of
It
information?
depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
That's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
He returns to his neatly kept notes while a bunch of sodden papers hang from your clipboard. Browse the white
They're not
papers.
exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they
Work,
about?
strife, poverty,
Wow,
the general
wall of
quarter.
text.
These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
There was a mention of a naming convention?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you? It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
My cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean non-numeric.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case The Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one The Man with the Hole in His Head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit
The
to
tasks
paper.
you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named
No,
that case?
actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man, the Furies are at home in the mirror. The setting sun, shit on a stick.
Furies? Yes, well, I don't know. I have to be honest, I'm not experiencing the internal strife that refers to. And also, could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name, you know? Think, what would that be? A good normal name.
The Hanged Man, I guess.
Great, that's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Right.
I'm going to start calling it
So-
the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
I'm done.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Alright. that is all we've got time for today, guys. We'll have to continue interacting with the ledger next time. That was our first look at Disco Elysium. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and then I will know that you want to see more of it. I'm not sure if I should continue playing it. I'll probably do a couple more episodes. And then, yeah, we'll see how we go. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.